Hey, what's up everyone? Snowy back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the best settings in Rainbow Six Extraction to maximize FPS and visibility. This will make sure that no matter what setup you have, you're getting a great balance between graphics and performance. Before we get into the video, if you could take a moment to drop a like and comment who you're most excited to play in Rainbow Six Extraction, that would mean the world to me and it helps so much. But without further ado, let's get into it. Alright everybody, to start things off, there's not really anything I would recommend changing in the general tab. All of this is personal preference. I don't really see a reason not to have crossplay on, as it's a PvE game, but make that choice by yourself. And then for the voice record mode down here, I would leave it on push to talk and bind it to a key, but if you want to be on open mic or disable it, that's up to you as well. But now let's get into the meat and potatoes of the settings. So for controls, I want to start off by saying sensitivity is obviously personal preference. I'm used to a slower sensitivity, so I have mine set to 7, but use whatever's comfortable for you. And then the things I do recommend changing in these settings are definitely for lean, switching it to toggle, so you just have to hit Q or E, you don't have to hold it down, is a much needed change in my opinion, and it's going to help a lot when trying to aim around corners. Also, I chose to put sprint to toggle. That means all you have to do is click in the shift key once, and I think this is going to be super invaluable. I prefer it over hold, but that's more of a personal preference thing as well. If we work our way down to crouch, I also have this set to toggle, but that's personal preference. And if we work our way into keybinds, the things I've changed are I put crouch on mouse 3, which is my bottom side mouse button, and I put melee attack on the mouse 4, which is the top mouse button. So I recommend giving this a try, and I think it'll help you guys out a lot. So next up, moving over to interface, there's nothing I would really change here. This is personal preference. If you guys need the subtitle colors changed or anything, that's up to you. I definitely recommend turning off menu narration because it's pretty annoying, and I think you guys will definitely want to turn this off. But moving into the other most important part of the settings guide, you're going to want to play the game in full screen mode, as this is going to give you the most FPS humanly possible. As for resolution, you want to match the resolution that your monitor runs at. For a lot of you guys, this could be 1920 by 1440 or 2560 by 1440. So just match it to your monitor and you should be good to go. As for your monitor, you're going to want to just set it to the monitor that you typically play with. And for your refresh rate, I recommend matching it to your monitor. You don't want to go too crazy with the FPS. 144 or 200 or 240 is going to be plenty for you guys. So just match it to whatever you think your PC can handle. Next up, as for aspect ratio, I recommend leaving this on auto. VSync is very important. You're going to want to turn this off. It says it's going to reduce screen tearing, but also it's going to create input lag, and you're not going to want input lag in this game, as it could impact your ability to stay alive in critical situations. Next up, field of view. I definitely recommend maxing this out to 90. You're going to be able to see a lot more of your surrounding and notice aliens coming in from the side, and it's going to be super helpful in in-game content when there's a lot of aliens rushing you at one time. So as for brightness, I recommend just leaving this at 50%. Widescreen letterbox off, HDR off. You can turn this on if you have a super beefy rig, but I recommend just leaving it off. And now for overall quality, we're going to do a custom setup. And for dynamic resolution target frame rate, you can set this to 60 is fine, I think, for most of you guys. And for texture quality, you're going to want to go down to medium. For texture filtering, you're going to want to do anisotropic 4 times. If you guys have a NVIDIA card, you're going to want to set this to on plus boost. If not, don't worry about this setting. For the latency flash indicator, you're going to want to do off. And then for NVIDIA DLSS, you're going to want to set this to off. And then for shadow quality, shading quality, you're going to want to set these to medium. You can set these down to low if your PC can't handle it and your game's still going to look completely fine, but this guide is all about balancing graphics and performance, so we're going to set to medium for this one. For reflection quality, I recommend low. It's going to give you that increased visibility we're looking for and just keep your images on screen very clean. So for the level of detail quality, I recommend medium. For effects quality, I also recommend medium. And then for anti-aliasing, the game is going to start you on TAA. I recommend switching this to FXAA. It's going to give you a little bit more FPS and make your game look cleaner overall. For the TAA sharpness, this will automatically turn off when you switch to FXAA. And then for ambient occlusion, you're going to want this all the way off. For sprawl quality, you're going to do either low or medium based on your rig. And then for lens effect, completely off, and ADS depth of field completely off. And then next up is audio. We're going to want to go over to audio, and I turn mine down 10, just match it to whatever you feel is the most comfortable. I turn the music volume down in the menu quite a bit because I just don't care for it, but that's personal preference as well for you guys. But I think overall these settings are going to be great for pretty much everybody. And remember, you can always turn things in video down to low if you absolutely need to, but I think medium is a great place to start for most of these settings, and I think it's going to give you the best overall image for your game. So if you guys don't mind, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, as it really helps small channels like this one grow. And I hope you guys all have a fantastic day. Snowy out.